Have you ever wondered what it would be like to journey into the depths of your soul? In a room far removed from the Amazonian wilds, Sara, a woman in her late 30s, finds herself on the cusp of such a journey. A journey born from a yearning for love and wholeness. A journey that promises not just understanding, but transformation. I was broken, Sara confesses, her voice a tremulous whisper, lost in the void of my own despair, longing for a spouse, the love of my life I feared I would never find. As she prepares to sip the sacred brew of ayahuasca, her expression is a tapestry woven of vulnerability and resolve. Half an hour after drinking the sacred brew, she feels the familiar astral plane. The physical world is receding, her consciousness slipping into the hallowed realms of the unseen. In this transcendent space, she encounters a familiar and beloved figure, her beloved grandmother who passed away 2 years earlier. The reunion is profound and exciting, a pivotal moment in her journey. This grandmother was a significant figure in her life. Her wisdom and love is now guiding Sara in her darkest times. Sara was now closer to the heart of her soul, able to see the true self for it really is, guided by the whispers of her ancestors. As the first effects of the ayahuasca take hold, the air around Sara seems to thicken, her senses are heightened. The room fades into a blur of colors, and the only thing that remains clear is the presence of the shaman. The shaman, an elderly woman with a face etched with wisdom, begins to chant in an ancient tongue, her voice a soothing lullaby that guides Sara's spirit into the realm of the ancestors. As the shaman shakes her rattle, the sound echoes in Sara's mind, becoming louder and louder. It's not just a noise, but a voice, a call to the spirit world. "Listen," the shaman whispers, her voice intertwining with the rhythmic shake of the rattle. "Listen to the voice of the spirits. Listen to the wisdom of your ancestors. They are calling you, guiding you." The sound of the rattle continues, the rhythm becoming a heartbeat, becoming Sara's heartbeat. And as she closes her eyes, she finds herself standing at the threshold of a new world, a world where the past and the present are intertwined, where the voices of her ancestors are as clear as her own thoughts. The chanting fades away, replaced by a profound silence, a silence that is not empty, but full of anticipation, full of promise. As Sara takes a deep breath, she steps into the realm of her ancestors, ready to face the truths that lie ahead. Sara plunged into the unknown. Lying down, her consciousness sailed into the depths of her subconscious. This was a voyage beyond physical boundaries, a journey to her innermost self. This vast universe of introspection, a familiar and comforting presence materialized. It was her adored grandmother, now a part of the great ancestral realm. A tranquility washed over Sara as she felt a spectral touch, as tangible and comforting as a physical embrace. This was no ordinary conversation. It was a dialogue of profound emotions and intricate visions. Sara, aided by her grandmother's spirit, navigated the maze of her insecurities and uncertainties. Shadows had nestled in her soul for years were revealed one by one. The grandmother's spirit, with kindness and patience, shed light on them, not to invoke fear, but to make Sara aware of the walls she had built around herself. These were the impediments to her happiness, the insecurities that had prevented her from embracing the love that awaited her. In realm of her ethereal grandmother, Sara confronted these fears. She saw them as they truly were, not terrifying monsters, but creations of her own psyche. The realization was liberating, allowing the walls around her heart to crumble, letting in a cascade of enlightenment. Her grandmother's spirit wrapped her in an ethereal, infusing her with love and acceptance. Sara discovered the love she yearned for was not an external quest, but an intrinsic existence, awaiting recognition and acceptance. The encounter with her grandmother left her with a profound realization, a testament to the transformative power of her journey into the realm of her ancestors. As Sara's connection with her grandmother's spirit grew stronger, a distant sound drifted into her consciousness. The rhythmic pulse of a shamanic rattle echoed through the ethereal realm, its resonance vibrating through her being. The sound was a primal call, a summons to the ancient wisdom embedded in her ancestral lineage. Each shake of the rattle seemed to resonate within her, echoing in the chambers of her heart, shaking loose the shadows that had lain dormant. The sound grew louder, more insistent, drawing her deeper into the ancestral realm. The rattle's rhythm became her heartbeat, its vibrations her breath. Then the chanting began. It was a low, resonant hum, a melody older than time itself. It was the voice of the ancestors, the sacred song of her lineage. The chant was a language beyond words, a symphony of emotions and memories. It spoke of courage, resilience, love, and acceptance. It was a lullaby to soothe her fears, a ballad to inspire her dreams. It was a song of awakening, a call to embrace her destiny. In this realm of sound and spirit, Sara found herself in a state of transcendence. The rattle's rhythm and the ancestral chant became a part of her, guiding her towards the revelations that awaited. Her heartbeat synced with the rattle's rhythm, her breath in tune with the ancestral chant. In this symphony of sounds, she felt a sense of unity, a connection with her ancestors, and a deep understanding of herself. The shamanic resonance was not just a sound, it was a journey, an awakening, a revelation. A revelation awaited Sara, a revelation that would change her life. In the depths of her subconscious, she encountered her deepest fears. These were the chains that held her back, the shadows that obscured her heart's desire. Through the wisdom of her ancestors, she saw clearly the walls she had built around herself. These walls were not made of stone or brick, but rather they were constructed from her own fears and doubts. In the sacred silence of her soul's journey, she found clarity. The love she had been yearning for was not some distant dream, but a reality that was within her grasp. She realized that she was the architect of her own destiny, the creator of her own reality. Her fears had been the only thing standing in her way. In a moment of profound understanding, she embraced this truth. I saw that the partnership I longed for was already within my reach. All I had to do was choose it. As Sara journeyed deeper into her soul, the ethereal soundscape shifted. The gentle hum of the universe was momentarily replaced by the rhythmic shaking of a rattle, a sacred instrument that has been used by shamans for centuries to guide souls through their spiritual journeys. The sound was both primal and soothing, a vibration that resonated with the core of her being. As the rattle's rhythm echoed in the depths of her soul, a mystical chant began to weave into the soundscape. The chant, a sacred song of the ancestors, was a powerful incantation, guiding Sara into a deeper state of introspection. The sound of the rattle and the chant echoed around her, enveloping her in a cocoon of sacred sound. The chant, a sacred lullaby of the ancestors, resonated within her, echoing the wisdom of generations past. This was a pause, a moment of sacred stillness, a space for Sara to breathe, to feel, to reflect. As the shamanic chant rose and fell, Sara felt herself surrendering to the rhythm, allowing the ancient wisdom to guide her deeper into her soul's journey. Emerging from her journey, Sara was radiant with a newfound sense of purpose. Her soul, once entangled in layers of fear and despair, was now aglow with the warmth of love, a love that was no longer a distant dream, but a tangible reality within her grasp. The sacred elixir had served as the key, unlocking the door to her heart, allowing her to see the truth that was always there, waiting to be discovered. Sara's journey was not an easy one. It took courage to face her fears, to delve into the depths of her soul, and to confront the shadows that lurked there. But with each step, she grew stronger, more resilient, and in the end, she emerged victorious, embracing her destiny with unflinching courage and conviction. In the sacred space between worlds, Sara found the courage to choose love, a gift bestowed upon her by the loving spirit of her grandmother. As Sara steps forward, her world shifts. The usual bustle of life fades into the background, replaced by the rhythmic shaking of a rattle, a sound that echoes from the depths of her soul. It's a familiar sound, a connection to her ancestors, a reminder of her journey. It's a moment of pause, of reflection. The sound of the rattle grows louder, accompanied by the deep, resonant chants of a shaman, the voice of her ancestors guiding her, comforting her. The chants, a language forgotten by time yet understood by her soul, serve as a bridge, connecting her to the wisdom of her ancestors. As the chants grow louder, Sara feels a surge of energy coursing through her, a wave of love and understanding. In this moment, she is not alone. She is surrounded by the love and wisdom of her ancestors. The rattle and the chants fade away, replaced by a profound silence. Sara opens her eyes, a sense of calm washing over her. She is ready to continue her journey, fortified by the wisdom of her ancestors and the love that now resides within her. As Sara's journey of self-discovery culminated, she found herself not alone in her newfound path. The love she had embraced within herself began to radiate outward, touching those around her. The transformation was palpable. Her aura, once shrouded in fear and uncertainty, now shone brightly, illuminating the path for those who dared to tread. Her heart, once locked away, was now an open book, inviting those who dared to read. And then there was him, he who had been silently observing her, admiring her courage, her resilience, her transformation. Drawn to her like a moth to a flame, he found himself falling in love with her. The connection was immediate, and soon they found themselves entwined in a relationship that was as beautiful as it was profound. Sara's journey of self-love had led her to find love in another. Today, Sara and her partner are blessed with 2 beautiful children, a testament to their enduring love. The love story that began as a journey of self-discovery has blossomed into a beautiful family, living testament to Sara's brave choice of love over fear. As Sara and her partner basked in the warmth of their newfound love and the joy of their growing family, the air around them seemed to shimmer, the very fabric of reality shifting subtly. The sounds of the bustling world around them faded, replaced by the eerie and mystical sound of a rattle echoing in the distance. The rattling sound, although strange, felt soothing, inviting even. It felt familiar, like a forgotten memory, a part of her journey that was yet to be unveiled. The rattling continued, growing louder, more insistent, drawing them into a trance-like state. And then the chanting began. The voice was deep, resonating with an ancient wisdom that transcended time and space. The hauntingly beautiful shamanic chants filled the air, enveloping them in an ethereal cocoon of tranquility. For a moment, they were no longer in their living room, but in a different realm, a realm of spirits and ancestors. The chanting continued, the words unintelligible, but the emotions they evoked clear as day: reverence, humility, gratitude. It was a moment of deep spiritual connection, a moment that seemed to stretch for an eternity. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the chanting ceased and the rattling sounds faded, leaving them in a state of profound peace and clarity. The shamanic interlude was over, but its impact was indelible, a powerful reminder of the spiritual journey that had led them here. In the stillness of the dawn, Sara found herself in a serene setting, her heart brimming with gratitude. She looked up, whispering, "Grandmother, thank you." Her voice was filled with reverence, acknowledging the impact her real grandmother had on her life. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, but there was another to thank. A spiritual guide, Grandmother Ayahuasca. "Thank you for guiding me to my true self," she voiced. "Your wisdom and teachings have been my compass." Her words hung in the air, an invitation to those who dared to the path of self-discovery. "I invite you to come to Grandmother Ayahuasca. Let her guide you," she said, her voice strong. "And thanks to those who supported me. This journey wouldn't have been possible without you." As sunrise cast a warm glow on, she ended her song of gratitude. "Thank you, Grandmother, for everything." And as her final words faded, a sense of serenity lingered, a testament to her journey of love and self-discovery. Silence fell as Sara's words faded. Then a soft sound began to resonate, growing in intensity. It was the unmistakable sound of a rattle, a sacred instrument of the shamans. "The rhythm of our ancestors," the voiceover intoned. "It is a call to the spirits, a request for guidance." The rattle's rhythm grew louder, echoing the heartbeat of the earth, our shared heartbeat. The voiceover continued. "Can you hear it? The rhythm of the universe, the rhythm of our existence." The rattle's sound was joined by chanting, deep and resonant, a shamanic chant that echoed through the wilderness. "This is the voice of our ancestors," the voiceover said, "a song of wisdom and courage, of love and gratitude." The chant and the rattle intertwined, creating a symphony of ancestral voices. "Listen," the voiceover urged. "Listen to the song of our ancestors. Remember, we are all connected. We are all part of this beautiful universe." As the chanting and the rattle's rhythm faded, the voiceover concluded, "May the song of our ancestors guide you on your journey. May it help you find your true self, just as it helped Sara." The scene ended in silence, the echo of the chant and the rattle lingering, a reminder of our spiritual connections and the wisdom of our ancestors.